I think we had a session of like a few days ago, right?
Yeah.
After that, how many sessions have you attended?
It's about 12 to 13 sessions, and I can think in English now. Before
Nice.
that, I could not think in English. I was using that tricks that I thought in Bengali, and then I converted it to English. So after so many sessions,
Do you remember any of the stories from the stories which you have heard before?
currently I cannot remember the story.
Okay. So do you remember that story, the thirsty crow? From the
Thirsty crow,
childhood?
yes, thirsty crow.
Can you frame that story right now? You can
Yeah, I
try
can.
at least. Yeah, try.
Yeah, but I think I don't know the
It's okay. It's okay. Don't
English meaning.
it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try. I will see. It started like this, once upon a time there was a thirsty crow, and then just try to frame simple sentences and tell me about the story. Okay.
English meaning of matka or that kind of thing.
Okay.
That
You
the cow
can use pot for matka, and you can use pebbles
pot
for the stones. Pebbles.
pebbles. Okay.
Pathar.
Pathar. Yeah,
Pebbles. Yeah.
pebbles. Okay. So once upon a time there was a thirsty cow, thirsty cow, and the cow was very thirsty, and he could not fly in the sky, and at the time he saw a pot near the ground, and then he flied to the and then he flied on the in front of the pot, and saw that the water level in this pot is was very lower, so the cow was very clever, and he thought that he thought for some time, and decided to pick the pebbles near to him, and he picked the pebbles and inserted it onto the pot, and then the water levels easily get up, or water levels increases after some time.
Now, you should listen to one story every day just for your casual practice, because you will have a better understanding of the past tense. Okay. All right. So before I ask you the next question, do you have any questions in your mind regarding anything?
No,
About your
I don't
learning
have
process? How much time are you giving? How much time are you giving every day, for your practice? How many minutes or hours? I think minutes are sufficient. So how much time do you give?
It's less than 1 hour, 30 minutes to 45 or
45 minutes. Okay. I think it's more than enough. You know why it's enough? Because this thing has to be done consistently. And when you do it consistently, you will see some major results, like significant changes in your speech. Okay. Yeah. So right now I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question, and you have to just express your opinion regarding that particular thing. Okay. And so I think it's another vital part of our life now. You can't imagine your life without internet, like at least for a few days. Okay. Now the question is that what will happen in the world if there is no internet for, let's say, 24 hours? There is no internet. The internet has vanished from the existence. Okay. What all things would happen in this 24 hours? You have to tell me about that.
Okay. So first of all, I think that most of the working process in our in the government procedures, or most of the working process in a private company or a government office are now in internet, government services, or other services, and people will not be able to find the tasks they do in the internet, like most of the students now use the internet for their study, for the online study. So the students will not be able to study in online. So there will be very problematic situations, and also as we are habituated in internet, So maybe we will feel very problematic situations because most of the young generations are now using social media or that kind of thing.
So whenever you go to market, whenever you make payments, when you don't have cash, you use Paytm and Google Pay and Phone Pay, all these things.
Yeah.
And these things require internet.
Yeah, but online transactions can also be done through offline mode also. Like UPI transactions. There are some numbers, there are some codes. You have to put the codes in your phone. Like I don't know the numbers, like star
Yes,
123 hash, that kind of thing.
Star 123
You have to
hash.
enter
Yeah, it can be done.
It was something like that you have to enter the number, then you have to put your UPI ID and UPI PIN. Then the money will automatically debited from your account and then transferred to the
I haven't done
merchant's account.
I haven't done this thing before. Maybe I'll watch a video on it, how it's done.
Okay. So I have one of my memories when my time was very difficult. When I was working in a company, so I used to work nearly 10 to 12 hours per day, and it was a site related job. So I used to visit to the site for the supervision work of that site, and that was a day I can remember that it was a day nearly 2 to 3 years ago when I visited to the site, and the work was going on and in my site, and the work was ended at 8 to 8:30 p.m. at night. Okay. So when I and my one of my colleagues was there at the site. So when we were returning from the site, so we had a difficult time. We faced there was no bridge onto the river, so we had to cross the river, and there was raining. So the river was full of water, and we had to cross the river, and we had our bikes. So people got stuck in front of the river. So after waiting for 1 to 1.5 hours at the side of the river, we decided to cross the river, and the water was flowing in the river. So it was full of dark at that night at the night, and when we decided to cross the river, so one of my colleagues has a scooty, so the scooty is lighter than a bike. So I was riding the bike, but the colleagues was riding the scooty. So when he tried to cross the river, so it was like that the scooty was going opposite to the flow of the water. Okay. And he jumped from the scooty, and the scooty was going opposite to the opposite side. So everyone, like 10 to 12 people came and they helped us to get the scooty back at the riverside. So it was the toughest time I had, because at that day I can remember that at that day I returned to my room at 10:30 p.m. at night. So it was a very scary night to me and my colleague also.
This is quite scary. It can be life-threatening also.
Yeah. And the area of the site was very dangerous also, because leopard used to come at that area, and also elephant used to come that area at night. So it was very dangerous. Okay.
So were you able to manage all the obstacles by the morning?
Yeah. No, not by the morning, but by the night. At 10:30 p.m. we returned to my room. Okay.
Okay.
So it was taking 2 to 3. Yeah, it was taking 2 to 4 hours nearly to cross the river.
Okay. Asked you to listen to one short story every day. Okay. In the next session, okay, you said that these stories are for kids. It's not like that. They are animated stories, but they can like you can also take benefits from them. It's not like that. If it's a kid story, you can't listen to it. You can listen to it, and you can also learn something out of it. Just focus on the content. If it's too easy, don't go for it. If it's something interesting, listen to it. This is something which you can do, right?
Okay.
Second thing, about your mother tongue influence. This is something which is not in your hand. It is a natural process. It comes out naturally. So it will definitely take some time, but I think after some time you'll be able to rectify this challenge of yours. But yes, try to practice pronunciation, okay, and try to open your mouth a little more while speaking. Because if you just keep talking, like the words will be dissolved in your mouth itself.